morning from London. And where are we today, Iona?
Thames Path.
We have come here to answer one of the big questions. If you follow the parkrun tourism groups, you'll be aware of the furore. Is this a walnut whip or a curly whirly? We've come to answer that question and come with chocolate supplies afterwards as well. Stayed over last night at the travel lodge, didn't we?
Yep.
Right by the airport. So this morning we were woken by the sound of the aeroplanes. We almost joined the wrong run. We could have ended up doing 55 kilometres rather than 5. Actually, I quite fancy that, and maybe next year I'm going to check it out and maybe book onto that one to a bit of fun. Anybody want to join me? No. But first, time to go and find the parkrun briefing and get on with the parkrun, isn't it? And then it'll be a day of park faff in London. Is it going to be a walnut whip or a curly whirly, do you reckon?
Walnut whip.
You reckon it's a walnut whip? What do you reckon, Mummy?
I think it's got to be a curly whirly.
I don't think anything can surpass Meadow Pavilion for curly whirliness. We shall see. We are just walking up towards the start now. In the first times briefing, it was described as a curly whirly. So, is it a curly whirly is the question. They seem to think it is here. What do we think, Iona?
Walnut whip.
Iona's still convinced it's the walnut whip. I don't know. I don't know. We are off on Thames Path parkrun. Slightly mizzy morning, but fantastic views of the river as we're running along. We're on the other side of the river from Victoria Dock, which we've done down here. And of course, it's nice and flat until we get to the walnut whip / curly whirly. Well, we'll make a decision on what it is. Sorry. Well, after our run along the river for the first 0.8 of a mile, you then turn off the path and head into the park, where we're going to find what is deemed the curly whirly. Will it discombobulate Iona as she found this Summerdale? We shall see. Well, in front of us now is what I would call a walnut whip, because it's definitely going up. It's vertical as well as swirly. So let's see how discombobulating it is. Let's see what it is like. It's looking fun. Are you ready for this, Iona?
Definitely a walnut whip.
So my Garmin has just ticked over a mile as we approach the walnut whip, which means Iona can have a sweet before she starts climbing up the hill. We're climbing up the hill that construes the curly whirly wally whip, but so it's absolutely lovely. Sort of misty views over London today with the rather cloudy scenes we have today, but this is definitely a bit different. Go for it.
Oh, it's wet.
It is damp, yeah. way around, is it? Go, Iona. So we have reached the top of the Walnut Whip and are now heading back down, so it's all downhill from here. Woohoo! And a different view as you're running back down, it sort of feels like. So Iona, you've done it now. What do you reckon this is?
Walnut Whip.
Definitely a Walnut Whip, is
Yeah.
it?
Not as bad as the Wurly, no way.
Are you discombobulated?
No.
Some lovely wild flowers on the hillside, poppies and all the rest of it. Absolutely lovely. So Ewan and Ruth are just approaching the Curly Wurly Walnut Whip, and we are just coming towards the end of the downhill section. It's time to head back to the finish, which is slightly further along than the start. Hello! Well, the Walnut Whip Curly Wurly has been conquered over there, and we're now heading back, and the rain has stopped. Good news. Off you go then. Lots of energy for the run to the finish. What's coming up very shortly? In 2 weeks' time.
My birthday!
And where are we going for that?
Buxton.
Yeah, so not long to go now to the little adventure meetup for your birthday, is it? So if you want to check out more about that, then do watch this video, which will tell you more information, or check out our blog. And of course, hit subscribe to make sure you got all the latest information on what we're up to as we carry on the finishing straight at Thames Path. Wow, the weather has now really changed. Sun is out, blue skies up ahead, and the rain has stopped. Fantastic. We're coming in towards the finish now. In the distance, I can see the Thames barrier, which is there to control tides and so on. Make sure if there's a surge, it doesn't flood London. And I can see the pier for the Uber boats, which is right by where we finish. So we've not far to go now. Thank you. Yeah. Full fierce mode engaged at the bin. Thank you.
Especially up the hill. It's done. And what's that?
That's my first 100 park.
Oh, your first. Listen to us. The
First
confidence.
100 park
That's
run.
my first 100 park runs. Wow,
How many
wait.
100 power have we
People,
got?
we are in the presence of greatness.
You've got the Walnut Whips.
Yes, I do.
Otherwise we'll have to eat them.
What we want to know is there sustainability?
This actually looks like that.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And when we Strava the run, you'll really be able to see the curls.
We have done the parkrun, Thames Path parkrun, which has been the challenger for the Curly Wurly accolade. What do you reckon, Iona?
It's definitely a Walnut Whip.
We're quite in agreement. Even Mummy has converted to our view of thought, hasn't she? She also now thinks it's a Walnut Whip. And what do we think to Walnut Whips that we brought for the volunteers, and you've had one as well?
Good.
They are very tasty, aren't
They're
they?
almost like a tonic tea cake with a walnut on top without the biscuit.
Yeah, lots of chocolate.
And the shape of it is actually like the...
It is exactly like the shape of that hill, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way it goes. So I definitely think Walnut Whip. We're probably going to get into some sort of trouble for that. But next, you might have had a Walnut Whip, but is it still time for some breakfast? Time for some breakfast, and then time for some parkrun faff. Let's go explore.
It probably makes the numbers.
Iona seems to have lost it. We've just enjoyed our breakfast. What do you have, Iona?
Sausage brioche bun.
And it was very tasty, wasn't it? This place that we were having breakfast in, Queen Victoria's visited, I discovered from a plaque on the wall, so not often you get to eat breakfast in the same place as Queen Victoria's been. Well, we've enjoyed breakfast. Is it time for some post-parkrun faff around London now?
Yeah, all around London.
All around London. First, Uber boats, we think, don't we? Time to explore the Thames on Uber, having run along the side bit. We're just cruising along on the Thames Clipper at the moment, exploring the Thames. Just stopped off at Greenwich by the Dome, but also I'm quite excited, just been through the Thames barrier, controls the floods and so on the Thames. What else? I don't know. I remember studying it, so quite excited by that. And heading towards Battersea Power Station, because Ruth hasn't been there yet, so we thought we'd go and show her the delights of Battersea. But I do like the Thames Clippers. It's a great way of seeing London from the river. If you've not had the opportunity to come on these, then do recommend it. Watching from our clipper, we saw barges being rowed along the Thames. It turned out to be the 50th annual historic barge race. Each crew has to steer and row their 30-ton Thames barge over a 7-mile course between Greenwich and Westminster Bridge. Hard work. Just arrived at Battersea Power Station, our final stop on the Clippers, and now it's time to explore Battersea. So we have just been getting refreshed, haven't we, Iona?
Yes.
And what did you manage to win?
Some 7-Up.
We've got loads of cans of 7-Up and some merch as well, which was what?
Salad dressing.
A bottle of salad dressing. Well, hey, unexpected things you do while arriving at Battersea Power Station.
Yeah.
Right, time to go and explore inside?
Yeah.
Let's go then. We've come outside Battersea Power Station to the playground just outside at Prospect Park. What do you reckon, Iona?
It's good.
How does it get as a rating?
4.
4, because there was a bit of it closed off, isn't there?
Yeah, but people are still going on it.
Yeah, but you're being a good girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, you're going to be having a bit more playtime?
Yes.
Cool. Well, we have made it back from London, back to Coventry. It was a bit of an adventure coming home, wasn't it, Iona?
So we've now used underground, DLR, bus, and train.
And boats.
Oh yeah.
And the Uber boats. So lots of transport today while doing our parkrun adventures, wasn't it? Rail replacement service to get us back from Rugby to Coventry because the trains had stopped running because of some engineering works or something.
And we met a new friend.
We've made a new friend. You made a new friend on the bus from New York, didn't you? We've had a fantastic day of parkrun adventure. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then do just bop that subscribe button and we will see you on another little adventure soon for your 100th? Do you mean for your 11th birthday? We keep getting this wrong between us, don't we? For our owner's 11th birthday, because I've got a week off next week, because I'm having a week for my birthday, aren't I? A weekend adventure. So keep an eye out for next weekend's adventure for me, and keep an eye out for your 11th birthday adventure. Or if you're free, come and join us at Buxton Parkrun Pavilion Gardens.
But
see you there. Bye!